Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for watching us, for being with us on this journey. I am Diana Popa, business coach, and today our special guest is an emotional intelligence coach. Jenny Hale, she is the creator of the Hale Method with an honors degree in psychology and decades of experience as a coach, trainer, and mentor. She supports people in having the result they really want in business and communities, as well as family and romantic relationships. She has identified the fastest ways to break through disempowering lifelong patterns for people to achieve unimaginable results without doing years of therapy. Welcome, Jenny. Thank you so much for being today with me.
Thanks for having me, Diana.
I am honored, and it's very impressive, your experience, 20 years or decades of coaching people. I believe that we are going to learn a lot from you. I would like to ask you the first question. What is your story and how did you start on this path of coaching other people?
Well, yes, it's a long story because it's decades, but I'll try to be concise. I started out as a marketing consultant, and I quickly discovered that if you put a bunch of leads in the front end of a business and they haven't got their systems in place, then they either won't close the sales or they won't be able to deliver or they won't collect payment. So I became a business consultant rather than just a marketing consultant very early. And then I ran across the problem of business owners who actually knew how they should have things set up. They knew what changes should be made in their business, but they weren't making them. And that's when I started to investigate coaching and became an executive coach so that I could help my clients to get the results that they wanted to get when they knew what to do, but they weren't doing it. And that's what really started me on the path of coaching. I was a business consultant and executive coach, depending on what was needed, for many years. And more recently, I ran into basically a brick wall in my late 30s, where I actually burned out. My adrenals failed, and for almost a year I couldn't work at all. And that got me asking the question, why was I living this go, high-powered, stress-filled life to the point where, one extra thing was too much and my system crashed. And that's where I ended up discovering all of this information about the science behind how the mind and body work together and how the emotions are very important rather than what I'd been taught that they were the problem and you should keep them out of the way, right? Business is business, it's not an emotional thing.
Absolutely.
So having to unlearn all the stuff that I had, all the ways I'd been raised and come back into the business world with the good connection with my authentic self and incorporating all of the wisdom that emotions can bring to us about our direction and the work we do with people. And 90% of your results in business come from your interactions with other people. Very little in business comes down to sitting behind a computer and doing a technical skill. So it was very clear to me when I tried to go back into the business world that it's very easy to do business in this highly adrenalized stress, go mode. That's the way that a lot of coaching goes. It's like do more, fit more in, schedule better, but actually to find a way to achieve the results in business without that vast expenditure of energy from a much more natural place was something. Once I had figured out how to do that, I realized there were a lot of other people in the world who were trying to figure out how to do that. So I came back again to executive coaching, but at a whole different level.
I love that. Thank you so much, Jenny. And I can relate so much to what you're saying because I have been doing this myself for the last 10 years. For the last 10 years in the corporate world, and I was just exhausted at some point and burned out. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? I keep working and giving, and I am not really fulfilled. I have achievements, I have results, but inside is like this battle that I am not really on the right path and that I am struggling with myself and trying to handle everything all around. And this made me realize that I need to make a change. And I have to admit that although I changed that, exactly what you mentioned, that I took with me all the patterns I had, all this go, I applied it in the first part of my business, let's say first years, first months. and this didn't work. And definitely, if we don't slow down, if we don't find our rhythm, our authenticity, then definitely this doesn't work.